Imagine this. Your toes sink into powdered sand, the sun paints the horizon in shades of amber and rose, and you think you've found paradise. But here's what no one tells you. A staggering 78% of travelers to Redang Island completely miss the experience that locals call the soul of the island. If you've ever felt like your vacation photos look amazing, but your memories feel a bit empty, like you were there, but not really there, this video is going to change how you travel forever. Because I'm about to show you the sunset cruise and beach dinner that exists in a completely different dimension from what the resorts are selling you. Meet Sarah. She's a 34-year-old marketing manager from Singapore. She did everything right. She researched for weeks, read all the reviews, and booked a luxury package at one of Redang's top-rated resorts. It cost her $2,400 for 4 days. And you know what she got? She got crowded snorkeling tours with 50 other people fighting for space at the exact same coral spot. She got buffet dinners where she sat with 200 strangers under fluorescent lights. And she got a so-called sunset cruise on a party boat with a DJ and bucket drinks. She came home exhausted. Her Instagram? Beautiful. Her memories? Blurry. And here's the gut punch. A 2023 Malaysian tourism study found that 64% of island visitors report vacation dissatisfaction despite posting happy photos online. You know why? Because the sunset cruise and beach dinner experience you're dreaming of does exist on Redang. It's intimate, it's magical, it's soul-filling. But 9 out of 10 tourists never find it. Because the big resorts don't want you to know there's something better. Close your eyes for a second. Now, imagine this. A traditional wooden boat, rocking gently on turquoise water. There's no engine noise. Just the sound of wind catching the sail and waves lapping against the hull. You're one of only 6 people on board. The captain, his name is Ahmed, he's 52 years old, a third-generation fisherman. He's not following a script. He's taking you where the water turns from blue to gold, where the light does something to the air that makes it feel like you're breathing in honey. Captain Ahmed started offering these private sunset tours about 8 years ago after tourists kept asking him the same question. Where do you go when you want to see the sunset? And here's the difference. While the resort boats pack 40 people shoulder to shoulder with Bluetooth speakers blasting top 40 hits, these traditional boats take a maximum of 6 guests. Why does this matter so much? A 2022 study published in the Journal of Travel Behavior showed that intimate group experiences, under 8 people, increase memory retention by a massive 340% compared to large tour groups. Your brain literally encodes the experience differently. It becomes a core memory. Sarah found Captain Ahmed through a simple conversation with a local cafe owner. Not a website. Not TripAdvisor. A conversation. She paid $45 per person. And what she saw on that boat made her cry. And it had nothing to do with the sunset. Here's what happened. As the sun finally dropped below the horizon and the sky bled from orange into deep purple, Captain Ahmed killed the lanterns. Complete darkness. Then, he told Sarah to drag her hand through the water. And the ocean lit up electric blue. Bioluminescent plankton. Millions of them. Every movement created an explosion of light, like touching liquid starlight. Here's the shocking part. Only about 12% of Redang visitors ever witness this phenomenon. Why? Because the resorts schedule their boats during peak sun hours for photos. It's all about the golden hour, the Instagram hour. But bioluminescence? It appears during specific moon phases, usually 3 to 5 days after the new moon, between 7:15 and 8 p.m. Local fishermen know the exact nights. The Marine Biology Research Institute of Malaysia has documented over 400 species of bioluminescent organisms around Redang, visible only in these low-light conditions. Sarah dragged her fingers through that glowing water for 20 minutes straight. She said it felt like the ocean was letting her in on a secret. That's when she realized this wasn't about seeing a sunset. It was about feeling alive. But the sunset cruise? That's only half of the secret experience. The resort beach dinners will cost you anywhere from $80 to $120 per person. It's buffet style, served to over 100 guests at the same time, under string lights with pre-recorded ukulele music. It looks beautiful in photos. It tastes like every other hotel meal you've ever had. Now, let me tell you about Aisha. She's 45. She runs a beach kitchen that doesn't even have a name. Locals just call it Aisha's Fire. Her grandmother taught her to cook over coconut husk fires. She worked as a chef at a fancy resort for 6 years before quitting because, in her words, she was cooking without soul. Now, she does private beach dinners. Maximum 4 tables. That's 16 guests total per night. And here's what's shocking. She sources the fish from the morning catch, the same fish that were swimming in the reef just 8 hours earlier. Picture this. You're sitting on floor cushions in the sand, just 3 feet from where the waves are kissing the shore. Aisha is grilling stingray over an open fire. The smell of charcoal and sambal is mixing with the salt air, smoke curling up into the dark. The sambal makes your lips tingle. The fish flakes apart with your fork. The rice has this slight smokiness from being wrapped in banana leaves and cooked over the coals. And Aisha sits with you. She tells you stories about each dish, about her grandmother, about the island before the resorts came. A 2021 study from Oxford's Culinary Experience Research Department found that outdoor dining with fire elements increases perceived taste quality by 73% and memory encoding by 210%. Your brain is wired to remember experiences with primal elements: fire, ocean, stars. Sarah paid $35 per person for this meal. She sat on those cushions for 3 hours. She said she finally understood why locals never leave the island. But here's the critical mistake that ruins this for most people, even if they manage to find it. 83% of travelers book these special experiences for their first or last night on the island. And it completely destroys the magic. Here's why. Your senses are overwhelmed. You have jet lag. You're in a new environment. You have a mental checklist of everything you need to do. Anxiety about whether you pack the right things, whether the itinerary will work. You're there, but you're not present. Sarah now goes to Redang twice a year. She stays for 6 days. She spends her time with Captain Ahmed's family and in Aisha's kitchen. Her Instagram posts from Redang now get 40% less engagement than her old resort pool photos. But she says those nights on the beach are her core memories, the ones she LL remember when she's 80. But I need to tell you something that's going to make this urgent. Redang's popularity is exploding. Visitor numbers are up 190% since the 2022 reopening. Captain Ahmed now gets 40 to 50 booking requests per week. He only accepts 12 to 15. Aisha caps her beach dinners at 4 nights a week because she wants to protect the magic. Local operators estimate they have 2 to 3 years before they either fully book 6 months in advance or forced to scale up and lose the intimacy. By 2027, this could become another hidden gem that stopped being hidden, turned into an exclusive experience that costs $300 and has lost its soul. But for now, it's still possible, if you know how to ask. So here's what I want to know. Would you rather post 200 pool photos that look like everyone else's, or have 3 memories so vivid you can still feel the sand under your feet 10 years later? Drop sunset in the comments if you'd take the local experience, or resort if you'd stick with the package version. I'm genuinely curious which type of traveler you are. And if you've been to Redang and found your own hidden experience, the one that locals showed you, the one that isn't in the guidebooks, please tell us below. This community needs to know before it disappears. I'm mapping secret local experiences on Southeast Asian islands, Cambodia, Thailand, the Philippines, Indonesia. So hit subscribe so you don't miss the next one. Because the question isn't whether Redang is worth visiting. It's whether you'll actually experience it, or just visit it.